So in 22, when I got talked into running the All-Star Tour by Rod Tyner and Brian Sperry, I realized that I had a lot of learning to do. So I was living at English Chassis Dyno every off chance we had. I flew my dad out there, just made connections and tried to learn stuff. And he ended up talking me into starting one of these when I came off the road. And I think it's probably one of the most invaluable tools that you can have. You can waste night after night going to the track, scratching your head, just leaving absolutely depressed. And you can figure all those things out in a matter of hours on the chassis dyno. It's something that I think once everyone opens their eyes to, it will be absolutely game on. You can't test at a dirt track, it doesn't exist. Track changes, driver changes, wing changes, dirty air. It's just, oh, I think this was better, or when you leave here, you know what was better, what works and what doesn't work. You mean you have to try it all. That's the name of the game, innovation. Stay ahead. And if you want to stay ahead, that's how you got to do it. Come to the chassis dyno. Magic. You know, I tell people all the time, like, I don't have a Harry Potter wand. It doesn't work like that. Every motor wants something different. The slightest combination. Every driver wants something different. Some drivers like the thing to run like a striped ass 8. Some drivers want the thing to have a big broad torque curve. So every part that you change, header, muffler, nozzle, I mean, all that stuff just comes back to knowing what to do and when to do it. I mean, let's be real, qualifying in this sport nowadays that's it. Like, your whole night is 1 lap dependent. And I know qualifying is 2 laps, but you only need 1 good one. So to have what you need when it matters is everything. And then half the time, more than half the time, the average guy is detuning their package to make it more raceable or user-friendly. But you don't know what you're doing until you come here and physically see the changes. And that's just something you can think, you can talk, you can assume all you want, but to know is that. It's to know. Peace of mind. So this is just kind of like our tire area. The messy stuff happens here, our tire machine. It's kind of a lot. We have 3 cars we pretty much run weekly, so that has to just all get separated and organized. Every car has its own setup. Like, every car has its own wheels, its own tires. There's no mix and matching. Everything is completely organized. Is half the battle. So that's just been what we've tried really hard to do. Here's where we work on the race cars. It's kind of a mess right now. Speed Week, still catching up from Speed Week and trying to get ready for Gold Cup. But each car has its own backup car. So people always think, oh, you know, you got so much shit going on. We do, and half the battle is keeping it all organized. But the 7 has a backup car upstairs. My brother's car, the blue 17, it has a backup car in his trailer upstairs. There's a new car that we're building for Jet Barnes for Trophy Cup. Our non-wing cars are still here. Then Justin Sanders' cars are here. Each one is separate too. No one shares cars, so I keep them, that's just the way I want to do it. And then over here we have my non-wing spec car, and this is my USAC car for Carson Short for the Louis Vermeil, if it happens. So, but yeah, that's where the magic happens. Upstairs we just store all the parts. There's new parts, spare wheels, other cars up there that if we, I don't know, ever get around to running, body parts, all the t-shirts. But we can do everything in-house. Down to build the motors. We do run some Dyno stuff, work with Adam. I like working with Adam a lot, but other than that, my father and I build all the motors right in the shop. So even down to on top of the dyno, I've realized the most of what we've tried to learn is in the fuel system. Fuel system's been the hardest thing to kind of figure out, but we even have been working with Justin Sanders at J1 S7 suspension, but we even have the Swindell flow bench, so we test all the pumps, all the nozzles, just trying to learn, stay ahead of the curve, just figure stuff out. The more we can figure out, hopefully the faster we can go. We have our own Brown & Miller machine. We do all of our lines. We do all of our plumbing in-house. Tear down motors, The only thing that we have to farm out at this exact moment is we have to farm out all of our crank balancing. Hopefully by the end of summer, we'll have our own balancer in-house just to keep control. All three of these rooms are complete climate controlled. This is where we final assemble all the motors. This is a brand new 410 that we're building for Gold Cup. We actually ran it at Mini Gold Cup, set quick time, making a cam change to it. The beauty of having the chassis dyno in-house is we can run it, pull it out, come in over here, change cams, move cam timing, try things that we're fortunate enough to have the luxury of doing. Don't have to wait and ship it back to someone and tell them to change it. We just change it and try it again. Whether it's better or worse, we're gonna find out in a matter of hour. And here's where all the dirty stuff happens. All the tear down, the machining, all the gritty, gross stuff. Try to keep it separate from where we put them back together. Just kind of get all our rough numbers. Clean parts, parts come in. Everything gets on a cart, labeled, and each one gets to go to work. Hopefully you get together and race and win some more motors, win some more races. But yeah, that's it. That's the shop. Thanks for coming.